What's more exciting than an evening in front of a roaring fire and your favorite food on the grill? Today we're diving into outdoor living. You won't want to miss it, so stay tuned as we garden smart.
These moments of beauty and relaxation are brought to you by Proven Winners Flowering Shrubs. Our goal is to leave you free to just enjoy your garden. Proven Winners Flowering Shrubs can be found at local garden centers across the country.
DRAM has been providing gardeners with professional equipment for over 80 years. DRAM products feature 9 water patterns and are designed to nurture your plants with a shower of rain. DRAM for lawn and garden, available at garden centers near you.
The Jaguar F-Pace.
Our backyard transformation is finally complete, and now it's time to make it feel like home. I love the designs that allow a space to be lived in. These spaces connect people with nature and become a beautiful extension of the home. Having a space where they could entertain friends outdoors has been a significant driver in the design of this space. The front yard looked amazing. It even won Yard of the Year multiple times, but the backyard was in need of some real attention. All the work is paid off, and now they're ready to move the party out back. Today we're talking about expanding our living space and creating new outdoor living opportunities, which has been a huge topic in the world of gardening and just the way that we use our homes nowadays. And there's so many amazing possibilities available.
Yes, there is. And then, like with this project here, we're putting in an outdoor kitchen, even, putting TVs outside. You can get outdoor speakers so you can play music while you're hanging out in your outdoor space. It's kind of like an extension of your living room, but outdoors.
Right, and we think about the expense in, say, adding a giant addition to our home, tens of thousands of dollars. Expanding our outdoor living space, a fraction of that cost.
Exactly.
And there are so many cool things that we can do.
Wherever your mind would take you, it's from water features to, gazebos, pavilions, even a hammock between 2 trees and a beautiful landscaped area.
Yeah, and it's amazing the way that you can transform a space with just some simple ideas.
Right.
You know, nice hardscape, and like you said, gazebos, pavilions. You know, those can be very complicated or they can be very simple. And they become like, you know, in this case, an outdoor kitchen.
Right.
So you create a room.
Right.
You know, you roll your grill under it, your big green egg, fire pits, etc. It's really boundless. It's just whatever, you know, the limitations are just your imagination.
Yeah, and what's great about a lot of the kitchens you can get today, you can get them prefabricated from
Right.
suppliers, and you can have a bar top to them, you can put bar stools, or you can keep it a little more simple, you know, just have the grill.
With most of these outdoor living expansions, I mean, oftentimes they can be put together fairly simply, and it takes just a fraction of the effort of say, you know, a home expansion. A simple gazebo,
Right.
you know, on like a nice patio area, boom, you have a new room. The weather's finally getting a bit cooler, and what could be nicer than an open fire? We've got Allison Fox with Solo Stove to talk about the ultimate outdoor accessory, the fire pit. Allison, there are very few things that are more enjoyable than sitting around a fire pit in the evening, especially when the weather just starts to change, you know, in fall and spring, when there's a nice crispness in the air, and there's just something that's you know, transfixing about watching a live fire. So historically, fire pits have been just, it could be a ring of stones or an old cane boiler that start a fire, and they were simple and they worked. There are so many really exciting innovations that have gone on in the world of fire pits, and what Solo Stove has done to kind of transform the way that we think about, you know, outdoor fires from a standpoint of just portability, but also just the way they burn. There's nothing worse than being stuck on the wrong side of a fire pit where the smoke's all headed in your direction, and you really have solved that problem.
Well, I always like to say that one of my magic powers is to be able to sit around a fire pit and have the smoke follow me no matter where I go.
Right.
So Solo Stove is truly magical. And what they've done is they've created this double-walled construction, and it allows the air to circulate. So it gets this amazing secondary burn, which burns extremely efficiently, and it allows it to not have any smoke. So you can sit right up near it and not smell like a fire pit the next day.
One thing I've noticed with Solo Stove too is that you don't get a lot of the sparking that can happen with conventional fire pits, which can be a little bit of a safety issue.
It can absolutely be a safety issue. I mean, we still suggest you keep some water or sand nearby for safety, but you're right, the wood does not pop out like you normally would have with a standard fire pit, and it just allows for a much more stress-free experience.
Absolutely. I love the design too. It's a very elegant looking piece, and it's very flexible because they're not super heavy, and they're portable.
It's portable. You can take it to the beach, you can take it to camping, or as this homeowner did, you can sit it in an existing fire pit. You just need about 2 inches of space around so the air can get in, because what happens on the outside is we have holes. It takes the oxygen in from the outside and puts it on the inside, and that's how we get that efficient burn. So,
right.
I mean, really, you can use it as differently as you want for your experience and your space.
Absolutely. So it creates a natural chimney effect, and moving that air through, you get a really clean burn. Of course, any fire requires oxygen to be healthy, and this naturally gives it, like I said, you know, that chimney effect. So it allows for a really clean burn. Of course, the heat and the smoke are just going straight up. It's perfect.
And again, it's beautiful to look at, it's beautiful to sit around, and I can take it anywhere I go.
I love it. Awesome. Thanks. The hardscape was definitely an important part of this design from a standpoint of just bringing the functionality to this that
Right.
the homeowner wanted. And one thing that was very important to them was this outdoor kitchen space. They love being outdoors, they love cooking, but getting the right surface was very important.
Right, it was. And again, we were dealing with the issue of what's available. So we did get with the homeowner, and we did get with the supplier, Randy, over at Site 1, and we're able to get pavers for the kitchen. We put the paver patio down.
There's a bit of an art and a science to doing pavers well, and of course I'm always fascinated when I see people putting it down. There's just beyond the pavers, you got to get the foundation right.
Right.
And then also, you know, using polymeric sand between the pavers, so they're basically locked in place.
Exactly. Yes.
It's so important, and
Right.
of course getting everything level or, in some cases, sloped just right to where it doesn't retain water.
Right, and when you're doing a patio, it's not a simple process. You do have to excavate at least 4 inches of soil out, and then you want to go in and put in a base down using a crush and run. And then you'll go over that with granite sand, help level it out, and then you use a whacker packer to tamp it. The pavers come in different sizes, and there's different styles, so depending on your budget, you could be anywhere from $12 to $18 a square foot on a paver.
Right, right. But all of that work is so important. We've all seen brick patios that over years will look super uneven and
Right.
Bird baths in the middle of it, those kind of
Exactly.
problems. That's all symptomatic of not getting that foundation right from the beginning.
That is true. And then if you're going to, let's just say you want to put a gazebo on top of it, you want to make sure you put concrete footers within the base so you can secure a pavilion or a gazebo to the patio.
I love to cook, and being able to enjoy the thrill of the kitchen outdoors is possibly the perfect way to spend an afternoon. There are tons of options when it comes to outdoor kitchens, and today we're meeting with Charla Waggy to discuss one of our favorites. We're today with Charla Waggy with Memphis Woodfire Grills, and we are talking about outdoor kitchens on an amazing, beautiful day to be barbecuing. Charla, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely, I'm happy to be here.
Let's talk about the evolution of the outdoor kitchen. We see them now popping up everywhere, and it seems like in the last 5 to 10 years, the popularity has exploded. It's a wonderful way of basically connecting the home to the outside. Think about in terms of just expanding the way that we use our garden and our landscape. Outdoor kitchens are so much fun.
Oh, they are. You're right, it's absolutely booming. Everybody is looking at extending their interior living space to the outdoors. And especially the last couple years where people are staying home more,
Right.
They're really investing in their homes, and the outdoor area is one of those areas they're really spending a lot of time in so that they can enjoy that as part of their home as well.
No doubt, when we think about adding an addition to a home, very expensive. Outdoor kitchens, even the really nice ones like Memphis, are very approachable for consumers.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do anything from just putting a nice cart on your grill with a nice patio table to doing something much more luxurious like this stone island with a built-in grill and the doors and drawers. And you can get really elaborate with your whole outdoor living space.
Well, let's talk about some of the options that Memphis Woodfire Grills has. For almost any space that you could imagine, there's an outdoor kitchen for you. And let's talk about just how customizable these outdoor kitchens are.
So as I mentioned before, you can get carts. There's a number of different carts you can get. Or you can get a built-in kitchen like this, a built-in island. This particular island that we have here, there's options of 3 different kinds of stones, 3 different types of granite. You can get different sizes with grills. You can go with gas grills. This is a wood pellet grill. So wood pellet is really also getting very, very popular with consumers.
I'm very familiar with charcoal grills or gas grills. What are the advantages of a wood pellet grill?
Well, a lot of consumers now are used to going out to restaurants and they're getting a wood fire pizza or they're getting barbecue ribs, smoked barbecue ribs, and they love that. Now they're able to do that at home with that same wood fire flavor. And with the wood fire flavor, you can really get the juices, the flavor of that wood, whether it's mesquite, hickory, apple, whatever type of wood variety you want. And then it really lends to the flavor of that meat.
It's also a pretty smart grill, if you will. There's a lot of technology behind this.
Yes.
And they're quite efficient as well in the amount of wood that they burn.
Yeah, absolutely. With this particular model, it happens to be patented. We call it the IntelliBurn technology.
Nice.
And with IntelliBurn, it is actually a secondary combustion system. So when it burns the wood, it actually burns everything coming off of the wood. So it's very clean burn, but essentially it uses less fuel. So you're getting more heat with less fuel.
Very cool. What are some of the other products that Memphis makes, or other options for homeowners when we're talking about outdoor kitchens?
Yeah, we offer these islands so you can get, anything, any types of colors that would match your outdoor preference. But for the grills itself, we have carts and we have built-ins, so you can have a built-in island like this. We offer doors and drawers, so they're convenient usage of storage if you do want to do the outdoor kitchen. So there's just a lot of variety. It really depends on what you're looking for, in your outdoor space and what you're going to be using it for. You're going to want to think about, am I going to have a lot of large parties, or is it more just intimate family and friend gatherings? And what do I really need, for options when I'm looking at what to select?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's amazing how much the whole category has been elevated. These pieces are beautiful. It adds so much to the design of this outdoor kitchen.
Yeah.
And so versatile.
It is. They're very versatile, and they actually add value to the home. We found that there was just an interesting article, survey that was done by the National Association of Remodelers that found that outdoor kitchen areas bring about a 71% ROI,
Wow.
which for remodeling projects is really very high. So it really is a very popular area. People are going to the wood fire cooking because they love that flavor. And today's wood fire grills are so easy and so much more convenient than the wood fire grills, the wood pellet grills of years ago.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't understand how simple it is to use these, and you can get professional pit results on one of these systems. It's incredible.
Absolutely. You can smoke a brisket overnight. You can watch it on your phone and see how it's doing. Yeah, it's just really amazing and very, very easy. It's set it and forget it. It's just makes it anybody an outdoor chef, really.
One of the hallmarks of professionally cooked pit barbecue is that beautiful pink smoke ring that we see on the outside of it. And that actually can be pretty tricky to get from most cooking systems, but the wood fire grills, they're made for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very easy. You get a wonderful smoke ring, on a brisket when you use the wood fire grills. Absolutely, it is perfect.
I'm really fascinated with the controls on these. It's definitely a very modern approach to wood fire cooking, and it's got a beautiful interface. You can basically control so many different aspects of the cook, and it's a huge upgrade over anything that's ever existed in the market.
Right. It's a touch screen to turn the temperature up or down. You can turn the lights on with a touch screen. It makes it as convenient as possible. And you can actually, like I said, you can watch where the grill's at and monitor on your phone, from anywhere you are. So it's a great option today.
Absolutely. And also the quality of these units is unparalleled. We don't see many grills on the market that are double wall stainless and that are just built to last. So this grill is an investment in the future of your cooking as well.
Absolutely. You invest a lot in your backyard living space. These grills are double wall insulated, oven grade gasketing, 304 stainless steel. So they're going to last for a long time, and you want to make that kind of investment because you don't want to be changing out your grill every other year. You want something that's really going to last and give your family, enjoyment and wonderful meals for years to come.
One thing I found particularly impressive about this unit is how easy it is to put together. When you look at it, it looks like this big heavy thing that's going to take 4 or 5 strong guys to set up. But actually, it's surprisingly easy to assemble.
It is. Actually, these new islands that we're coming out with are very easy to put together. So they come in a crate, they can be delivered, and there are a number of panels. So with 2 or 3 people, you can put those panels together. You put the granite on, you put the grill in, and the doors and drawers. You can start in the morning putting this together, assembling it, and you can have a barbecue that night.
Wonderful. Charlie, it seems like you've thought of everything.
We try.
Excellent. Well, it's a beautiful unit. I can't wait to try the barbecue that's about to come off this. Thank you so much for being with us.
Okay, thank you.
Each week we travel the country north to south, east to west, visiting some of the most exciting gardens, as well as talking to industry horticulturalists about design principles, new plants, and also how you can be most successful with your home gardens. We also love answering your gardening questions, so visit us on the web at GardenSMART.com.
These moments of beauty and relaxation are brought to you by Proven Winners Flowering Shrubs. Our goal is to leave you free to just enjoy your garden. Proven Winners Flowering Shrubs can be found at local garden centers across the country.
Dram has been providing gardeners with professional equipment for over 80 years. Dram products feature 9 water patterns and are designed to nurture your plants with a shower of rain. Dram for lawn and garden, available at garden centers near you.
The Jaguar F-Pace.
Taking a walk through all the early photos of this project has been a wonderful walk down memory lane. The process of transformation has always been one of my favorite parts of gardening. Seeing the early plans, getting the soil and grading just right, moving in the plants and making sure each one is planted with intentionality and care, and then pulling together all the small details that makes a garden unique and personal. If you have questions about anything you've seen, visit us on the web at GardenSMART.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, even if you're a master gardener, there's always more to learn. So join us next week for more amazing gardening tips and ideas as we garden smart.